Hello, church. Hey, I'm glad you're in your Circle Up host group. We have been looking at Luke chapter 6, where Jesus talks about how the Pharisees made 1,000 rules about what you could do on the Sabbath and what you couldn't do on the Sabbath. It was just crazy. Legalism is crazy. We live in this tension between legalism and license. We think if we're legalistic and we obey all these rules and we do all these things right, God will love us more. And yet, while we were sinners, Christ died for us. We were sinners, are sinners, will be sinners until Jesus comes back. And yet, sometimes we get in this superstitious thinking that if I just obey all these really, really legalistic rules and try to eliminate every ounce of fun from my life and eliminate everything that I think is borderline in my life, then God's going to love me more, and it's not true. And then sometimes we get on the other end, we get on the end of license, where I struggle and I never overcome this, and so I'm just going to give up, and I'm just going to do whatever I want, and God's grace will cover that. And we live in this tension between those two things. And so what I'd like you to talk about in your small group is, where are you in that continuum? What are you legalistic about? And what have you given up on? And why don't you take a little time to pray for each other? Because we live in this tension between legalism and license, where we attempt to deal with God in the way He deals with us, with grace. We live in a benevolent monarchy. Jesus is the king, and He has served me, and I serve Him. And it's never going to be perfect this side of heaven. So what do you get legalistic about? And what do you give up on and have license about? Why don't you talk about that in your small group today? God bless. Have a wonderful week.